Well, here we are on the piss mover, it's called. Piss mover. Coming from Pisa airport to the main central railway station. As you can see, there's no driver, it's very futuristic. Really nice little shuttle train going to the main railway station.
It's a bit dark.
As you can see, the train station and all the trains were nice and nice and quite cheap as well. So we went to Florence. It was quite a painless journey, really. We got straight from the airport onto the little piss mover, onto a train, and all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, here we are, pulling into an end. So, and this is what we encountered. This is the river in Florence, which apparently is where the ark, famously made by Noah, landed. And it's a myth, obviously. Right, so this is our apartment, the Rele Piazza Signora luxury apartments, and we're on this square. I don't know, it's a very famous square. I think the Pope's coming today, and there's loads and loads of police about. It's usually quite packed, this. I imagine it's going to be even more packed today. This is a pretty palace, or from the outside, made in, looks like it's been carved, looks like it's been made out of matchsticks. And this is the chap who was one of the first, it's Cosimo the First, quite a handsome fellow.
You might as well have been, they had more money.
The pretty palace, as you can see, is absolutely packed with the best art that I've been to the Prado, and I've been to the Louvre, I've been to quite a lot of top galleries, and this is someone's house. This is probably the equivalent to well, it's not even, they were archdukes the Medicis. But they made themselves archdukes. They were basically merchants, bankers, and they called themselves archdukes, but they were just they were the richest people in the world at the time. And the house is phenomenal. I've been to Versailles, I've been to a lot of stately homes, and this just knocks them into a cocked hat. I've been to the Royal Palace in Madrid, and this is far, far better. It was a centre for art across the world, really, as a result of the Medici's input, and a lot of the ceilings were done by some of the greats, the Leonardo da Vinci's, and who did the Sistine Chapel, and Michelangelo and Botticelli, who was like a brother to Lorenzo Medici. Alessandro Botticelli, friend of the family, he was all adopted by the Medicis. All the top artists were taken in, really, given commissions and given wealth by the Medicis, who loved art. This is a part of the Privy Palace, which is, I think it's a 3D model of Dantes Inferno. It's very clever the way they've done it. They've taken it apart and shown the 9 levels that sort of Dante passed through to hell. I'm not really sure about this story, but the art and the technology is extraordinary. It's nice to look at as well. There's a lot of stuff. Obviously, I'm more interested in portraiture. I'm very, very lucky, because if you are interested in portraiture, Florence is the place to go, because you've got all the great portrait artists there. Look at these. These are some of the... beepers going off because I'm standing too close, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. It may go off once or twice again. But, as I said, some of the best portrait artists in the world He's a brilliant, aren't he? He's the best. Cesare. He's like the best portrait painter going. This Cesare, oh no. This one reminds me of Billy Reid. This one is called Don't Look at Me Boobs, You Rude. This is Mrs. McCoy. Ooh, isn't she cute? This is I've got crisps in my beard. It's called Mr. I've Got Crisps in My Beard. But they're brilliant now. I'm going to do sketches of those sculptures, or most of the sculptures. Just take a screen grab of them and copy them. I think these look French to me. But they were before the time, these lot. Amazing artists. This is, it looks contemporary, but I think it's from something like the 17th century, 16 something. But it's beautiful. I think they were always leaders in the field, the Florentines, and they started becoming a little bit hyper realistic and impressionistic sort of in the end. This is I think this is called Where's My Gyro. It was carved in 1980 in Longsight, Manchester. This one's she's thinking about what she's going to have for tea, or if she's left the gas on. This one's thinking, wish I hadn't got my hair cut out of that new place. I don't know what he's thinking about. Scary dude. There were lots and lots of paintings that I haven't put on here because it had gone for ages. But as I said, it was probably one of the best galleries, particularly if you're interested in portrait painting. I'll tell you what it is, this is the gardens, so I'm just going to do a little tour of the gardens. There was some great art in the gardens as well. There was a huge, probably 20-foot bust, you know, like a Roman bust that had been, it looked like it was broken. It was a contemporary piece. But yeah, there was, in the gardens here, there was a lot of Roman Renaissance and modern sculptures. So we are back into the town and back to where we live. This was this was a new piece that had been commissioned for Florence by a local artist, Tree of Life or something like that. As I've said, there was statues all over the city. This is Nimrod, god of the sea, and this is a famous statue of David, which is in the square outside our house. Florence is famous for art, but it's also famous for its architecture. This was one of the bigger museums, and it contains some of the most famous pieces of art in the world. There's the Venus, obviously, big crowd around this. One of the most famous buildings in Florence is the main cathedral, Santa Maria del Fiore. Right, we're going, let's have a look, John. We're going up this big tower today. It's called the Fontetuti Tower in I forgot where we are, Florence. Oh my god. Only 5,000 steps to go. Over there, there's a building with a green roof on, and it's a food market now. But all around there, there's a market that sells leather goods, mainly leather goods, bags, scarves, and jewellery. But inside, it's a really nice indoor food market where we went last night for something to eat. So this is the top of the Campanile. As you can see, just across there is the top of Santa Maria Novi or whatever, the cathedral, and the big dome. And there's quite a few more people now on top of the dome, which is huge. But we're about level with them, and I'm pretending to be out of breath and pretending to be unfit just for effect for the cameras. Pretending that I can't breathe very much, but it's quite a way up, as you can see. I'm going to have a look over this side. I'm not a tour guide or anything like that, but over this side is where we live. That square there with the big square tower and the clock, underneath it is the statue of David and what's he called? Nimrod, is it? The god of the sea. All that is down in that square. We're not really far from it. We're very, very central. This is where we live. I think we're very lucky. And look, it's a beautiful, beautiful day in Florence, as you can see. And it's a very, very pretty town in the sunshine. And it's surrounded by hills and mountains. It's nice coming in on the train, actually. You can see you can see the train lines there. You can see the train station from here. It isn't very far away. We walked it, but you can see the train station. You can see a red, sort of magenta coloured train going out. The trains are lovely, by the way. This is the inside of the cathedral.
Yeah.
The cathedral wasn't as fancy as it was on the outside, which is quite good, I think. These are just some of the bits that I didn't put in the video because I had maybe 4.5, 3, 4 hours of video in little clips. I had 185 clips. This is the seal of the Medicis with 5 balls. I don't know what that's about.
Another one would be the Medici's.
And this is another shot of the cathedral. And finally the market, where there was lots of stuff. Joanne bought some beautiful pashminas. Anyway, that's the end, and hope you enjoyed my tour of Florence, and hopefully we can go back again and buy some jewellery from the jewellers on this bridge.